Hello, fellow duelists. This is Shadow of the Moon, and today I'm actually going to do an updated deck profile of my Harpie deck for February of 2023. Funny story, I did have this deck actually already uploaded. I actually had it ready to go and was just waiting on it to be the 13th, and then we get hit by the ban list, which actually I had to make a quick change to the deck because I was playing Barrier Statue of the Stormwind. But ironically, though, I wasn't able to finish up. I was able to finish uploading my Smorg deck, and that already had Barrier Statue. So I'm going to have to do an updated deck profile of that next month. So, all right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, I just want to say thank you to all 333 of my new subscribers. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. Thank you so much for watching my channel and enjoying my content and everything. It's just really nice to be able to have like a relaxing, show relaxing deck profiles, unboxings, and stuff. And I do plan on doing a few things moving forward. I did pre-order the new Trap Tricks structure deck, so I'm going to be doing an unboxing of that. And I am really, really excited, especially for the new re-release of the Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon booster box. I believe it comes out in the summer of this year, or April or summer or something like that. It was in summer, I think June. I am really excited about that. That is going to be so cool to be able to open it. And of course, I'm going to have me and Dolphy are going to be opening that together. But without any further ado, enough about me rambling. Let's see the new and improved Harpie deck profile. So I did change quite a few things in the stack. You should really enjoy it. And this deck is really good because it can actually go into Exceed monsters quite easily, to where instead of having Abyss Dweller, because I was having an Abyss Dweller set up for tier elements, you don't have to have that. You can actually have Time Thief. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the deck profile. So first off, obviously we've got 3 copies of Harpie Lady 1. This is the main card in the deck. If you want to, you could run Harpie Lady, regular Harpie Lady 1. I choose the vanilla one because I do play the Unexpected Die card in here, which allows me to special summon this if I control no monsters on the field. So this really, really does help it out a lot. And it's the original Harpie girl from Metal Raiders. And then 3 Harpie Chandler, probably one of the best cards in this deck. So basically, you just got a Harpie card to special summon a Harpie monster from the deck. And if it is a level 7 Dragon type monster, you can change its level to level 7. But unfortunately, we're not going to be doing that anymore per se. It's mainly going to be, that would originally what you would do is you go into Arsenal Falcon, and then Arsenal Falcon would special summon a monster from the deck. And then from there, that would have been Barrier Statue. But now that we're not doing that, we're going to be using this. And then 3 Harpie Perfumer. 3 Harpie Perfumer is one of the best cards next to Chandler, because if this card is no more special summon, you can add a Elegant Egotist card, or a card that will list Harpie Lady Scissors from your deck to your hand. And if you control a level 5 or higher Harpie monster, you can actually add a second card. So usually what you want to do is grab the Harpie's Eternal Rest, so that way you can shuffle those cards back into the deck and draw an extra card. And then we have 3 copies of Harpie Oracle. Harpie Oracle is great because if you control a Harpie monster or one monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. And also, when it is special summoned, you can activate a secondary effect that at the end phase of the turn, you can actually add an Elegant Egotist from the graveyard back to the hand, which is very, very good for this deck because you want to keep going with those cards. And then 1 copy of Harpie Queen and 1 copy of Harpie Harpist. Obviously, these are in here for the Harpie name. This is going to discard. You can discard to have Harpie's Hunting Ground. And this, when this is sent to the graveyard at the end phase of the turn that's in the graveyard, you can add a level 4 Winged Beast type monster from your deck to your hand. And then we have 3 copies of Harpie's Pet Dragon, Fearsome Fire Blast. This is a great card because if you control Harpie monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. And when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can actually send a Harpie monster from the deck to the graveyard. Obviously, this loses a little bit of its power because you're no longer using Barrier Statue. So what you're doing is, like, you can send Harpist, which is mainly what you're going to be wanting to do. But since you're not really using the Arsenal Falcon anymore, you aren't going to really be able to get that special summon. I may put Arsenal Falcon actually back in the deck. I'm thinking about doing it because I'm thinking that it still may be beneficial because you can still get that special summon. You just won't be able to get Barrier Statue of the Stormwind. And then we have 3 copies of your Smorg Bird of Perfection. If this counts as a wind and a dark type, so if you control when a monster is normal summoned or special summoned, you can actually reveal this card and then special summon this card from your hand. Excuse me. Alright, so we have 2 Tenyai Spirit Nahata. If you control no effect monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Basically, This is what it's here for because it is a level 4. It's a great special summon to be able to go into your plays. And then that's it for the monsters. Let's move on to the spells and traps. So now we have 3 Elegant Egotist. This is basic. Any Harpie player has to have 3 in the deck. This allows you to special summon Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters directly from the deck. Or hand, if you want to do hand. I just prefer to do deck because that way you do need that second hand card for your hand for a Harpie Channeler. And then you have Hysteric Sign. Hysteric Sign, activate this card. You can add a Elegant Egotist from your deck to your hand, but also not on the same turn, but if this card gets destroyed, maybe on your opponent's turn or your following turn, you can actually add 3 Harpie cards for different names from your deck to your hand, which is really, really good. There's also a way to make it to where you can get this destroyed if you set it and have Harpie use Hunting Ground. And then from there, you'll actually be able to get the secondary effect because you did not activate the first one. And then 1 Harpie Hunting Ground, 1 Harpie's Feather Rest, and 1 Harpie's Feather Duster. So that's rounds out the Harpie spells in this deck. And then we're going to be playing 3 Swallow's Nest because I still feel this is viable in the deck. Swallow's Nest is going to allow you to special summon a level 4 by tributing the same level as the monster. So that way you can get a little bit more speed because this deck is all about level 4s and exceed summoning. And then we have 2 copies of Unexpected Die. Unexpected Die is in here because if you control no cards or no monsters, you can activate this card, special summon a normal level 4 monster from your deck. Obviously, you're going to be special summon your Harpie Lady. And then you've got 1 Double or Nothing. This card mainly is in here for the effect of being able to get Utopia Double, and then being able to go into Draknar, and then being able to get Titanic Galaxy. And then last but not least, the 3 annoying Harpies Feather Storm. This is going to shut off all your opponent's monster effects for the duration of that turn. Makes it very, very, very annoying, and in my opinion, it is super fun to be able to play with, especially if you have a board set up with your Omni Negate or your Spell and Monster Effect Negate. You've got a 6K beater, and you've got a Harpie monster to be able, and then you just slam down Feather Storm as soon as they start their turn. Alright, so that's going to be it for the main deck, guys. Now we're going to move on to the extra deck. So let me go on to the extra deck real quick. Alright, so first off, obviously, you got 1 Harpie's Cyber Slash, 1 Harpie's Phantasmal Dragon, and 1 Harpie Conductor. These are the 3 only Harpie extra deck monsters that you're playing. This is in here for bouncing cards back. This is in here because it protects your Harpie monsters, and also it's a kind of a neat combo because going second, you'll be able to go into Zeus with this. And then Harpie Conductor, which protects your Harpie monsters further. And then we have 1 Utopia Double, 1 Draknar, and 1 Utopia. So essentially how this works is you're going to overlay 2 monsters to go into Utopia Double, activate Utopia Double's effect. This is going to grab you your Double or Nothing, and then from there you're going to activate the effect, which will then overlay to that and to go into Utopia Draknar. Draknar becomes a 6K beater and will also allow you to special summon Titanic Galaxy from your extra deck. So from there you'll be able to have this plus that. So no matter what situation you're in, as long as you control at least 2 level 4s, you'll always be able to get Titanic Galaxy and you'll always be able to get Draknar. And then we have 1, obviously, Zeus. Zeus is going to be in here for the blow-up effect because you can actually use its effect twice if you're going second because you'll have 2 materials each, so you'll be able to do it twice. And then you have Titanic Galaxy. This is going to be your negate. Titanic Galaxy is very easy to make in this deck. And then we have Time Thief, Abyss Dweller, and Castel. So Time Thief is going to probably be the new card that you're going to want to search for other than Abyss Dweller because since Cash Tira is a thing now, they don't focus on the graveyard. They focus on being banished anyways. So Time Thief is going to be very good because it's going to allow you to take your opponent's card and hopefully you'll be able to get what you want. And then you'll be able to, activate its effect and then banish it. And then at the end phase of the turn, you'll get it back and then you'll be able to keep doing the standby phase. And Castel's in there. This may end up being replaced, honestly, with Arsenal Falcon. I'm still kind of messing with the formula a little bit without Barrier Statue, but it still allows you, Arsenal Falcon will still allow you to get that special summon that level 4. So I'm still thinking about, hopefully something with that. But Castel is a really good choice also if you want to go that route because Castel will let you bounce back a card. So if you detach 2 materials and also, destroys defense position monsters. And then from there we have Appaloosa, obviously for the Omni Negate. You've got Doom Eagle. Doom Eagle is going to be in there because it acts as kind of like a call by the grave. You can actually banish a card from your opponent's graveyard. And if they have no monsters, you can get become 4,800, which by now really isn't that good per se because now it's so easy to fill up your graveyard anyways that people just are always constantly dumping stuff into the graveyard. So And then lastly, you've got Unicorn and your IP Masquerena. This is going to activate the effect. You're going to, on your opponent's turn, you're going to bounce back a card, and then by discarding a card, which is why you kind of want to have that extra Harpie card in there. All right, so that's going to be it for this main deck. I hope you enjoyed it. This deck is a lot of fun. Once again, I'm still figuring out somewhat of the formula of it, because since Barrier Statue did get banned, it kind of made it a little bit more difficult, because what you're wanting to fully go into, you can't, because you want to be able to go into your copy of Barrier Statue, and since you don't have it, can't really do that anymore. But hey, it's, you know, it is what it is. So, all right, so this is going to be it for this profile. I hope you enjoyed, and with that, I'll see you guys next time. You guys have a happy holiday, happy Valentine's Day, V-Day, or for any of you single people out there, happy Single Awareness Day. That usually means that you get extra chocolate the next day, 75% off at the store, so you can't go wrong with that. Alrighty, that's going to be it for this profile, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.